The airport is in an uproar. BTS's Jungkook suddenly appears. Is he really heading to America? Hello ARMY. Hello K-pop lovers across every corner of the globe. And warm greetings to dreamers, believers, and fans of music who know that every story about BTS is not just about entertainment, but about inspiration, hope, and connection. Welcome once again to K-pop Idol Story, the channel that transforms every moment of your favorite idols into a tale filled with depth and meaning. And today, we have a story that has stopped time at an airport. Yes, an ordinary day, an ordinary departure hall, and suddenly everything changes because of one man, one name, one global superstar, Jungkook, the golden magne of BTS. The moment that shook the airport. Picture it with me, a busy international airport. Travelers rushing with heavy luggage, families saying emotional goodbyes, business people checking their phones, children holding their parents' hands. The loudspeaker calls out boarding gates, the rolling wheels of suitcases echo on polished floors. Everything feels normal, until it doesn't. A figure enters. A man in a simple black hoodie, mask covering part of his face, sunglasses shielding his eyes. He walks with calmness, almost like any ordinary traveler. But the aura is undeniable. Whispers ripple through the air. That's Jungkook. That's really Jungkook from BTS. Suddenly, phones are raised, cameras click, voices rise. The once ordinary terminal turns into a stage of gasps, cheers, and awe. Jungkook's quiet entrance becomes a storm. A storm not of noise, but of emotion, excitement, and speculation. The mystery of his destination. But the real shock doesn't come from his appearance alone. It comes from the mystery that follows him. Why was there no official announcement from his agency? Why did he appear without prior notice, without the usual grand escort of staff, without a public schedule? This silence fuels curiosity. And soon, one theory dominates the hearts and minds of fans: Jungkook is heading to America. Why America? Because departure boards at the airport flashed flights bound for Los Angeles and New York, exactly at the time Jungkook was seen passing through security. And some sharp-eyed fans swore they spotted luggage tagged for long-haul international travel. America, a place of memories and victories. If true, this trip carries more weight than anyone realizes. Because America is not just a country Jungkook visits. It is a stage where his greatest moments unfolded. Do you remember the Billboard Music Awards? The day BTS became the first K-pop group to ever take home an award, and Jungkook stood there, young yet radiant, his eyes wide with wonder. Do you remember the Grammys? When Jungkook, dressed in elegance, sang and performed with a voice so pure that critics worldwide were left speechless. Do you remember the stadiums of Los Angeles and Las Vegas? Where Jungkook danced, sang, and poured his soul into every note before tens of thousands of fans screaming his name. Yes, America has been a witness to Jungkook's transformation, from a shy boy from Busan to an artist the entire world looks up to. And if he is indeed returning there, something monumental is waiting to happen. Speculation: what awaits Jungkook in the US? Theories swirl like wildfire across social media. Fans ask, what could be the purpose of this sudden journey? An international collaboration: could Jungkook be recording with a Western artist? Rumors of collaborations have always followed him, but this time, the silence feels intentional, like something truly massive is being kept under wraps. Fashion dominance: with his rising influence in the fashion world, many believe Jungkook could be headed to New York to appear at a prestigious fashion show or even become the face of a global brand. Hollywood ventures: some daring theories suggest meetings with film producers. Could Jungkook be preparing for an acting debut in Hollywood? A new solo album: his solo era already shook the world. Imagine what an international expansion, crafted directly in the US, could achieve. Every theory only adds fuel to the excitement, leaving fans restless but thrilled. The explosion of ARMY reactions. Within minutes of his airport sighting, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Weverse exploded. Trending hashtags appeared worldwide. Hashtag Jungkook at the airport. Hashtag J2America. Hashtag Golden Magne on the move. Comments poured in, full of love and speculation. This is it, the beginning of something groundbreaking. Every time Jungkook leaves for abroad, history is made. He doesn't even need to say a word. His presence alone makes the world tremble. For ARMY, seeing Jungkook, even briefly, even behind a mask, is enough to stir emotions. Because Jungkook doesn't just walk into an airport, he walks into history, and he takes millions with him. The symbolism of Jungkook's journey. Let's pause and reflect deeper. This isn't only about a celebrity taking a flight. It's about a journey that symbolizes growth, resilience, and destiny. Years ago, Jungkook was simply a boy from Busan. A boy with big dreams, unsure of himself, often too shy to look directly into the camera. He trained, he struggled, he doubted. But now, he steps into an airport, and the world stops to watch. Every click of a camera, every trending hashtag, every heartbeat of ARMY reflects how far he has come. From insecurity to inspiration. From silence to a voice that echoes worldwide. From a trainee to a man whose footsteps carry global weight. The airport becomes his stage. Think about this, airports are meant for travelers, for movement, for transitions. But when Jungkook walks through one, the airport itself transforms. It becomes a stage. The flashing cameras become his lights. The whispers and gasps become his soundtrack. The fans holding their phones become his audience. In that fleeting moment, what is usually just an airport becomes a grand theater. Every step Jungkook takes, every glance he gives, every second he exists in that space transforms reality into something larger than life. He doesn't just pass through a terminal, he elevates it into history. Without even performing, Jungkook performs. Without singing a note, he sings to the hearts of millions. Without speaking a word, he tells a story of mystery, anticipation, and greatness. His silence is louder than any song, his presence stronger than any spotlight. That is the essence of an icon. This is the magic of Jungkook. He doesn't need a script, he is the script. His life itself is the story, one written not only by his own choices and destiny, but also by the millions who watch, wait, and hope. Every appearance becomes a chapter, every smile becomes a line, every mystery becomes a turning point. Closing reflection, a mystery that connects us all. So, ARMY, here we are, together, yet filled with questions. Together, yet restless with anticipation. We are left with speculations, with wonder, with hope that somehow, this journey means something greater than what the eyes can see. Is Jungkook really heading to America? If so, why? Is this a secret project in music, where his golden voice might once again dominate the charts and touch souls across the globe? Or perhaps fashion, where his presence could redefine trends, becoming the face that reshapes entire industries? Could it even be acting, a new stage where Jungkook reveals yet another side of his artistry? Or is this something far beyond our imagination, something that will surprise us all in ways we cannot yet comprehend? The truth, for now, remains hidden. But one thing stands clear, undeniable, and eternal: Jungkook doesn't just take flights. He takes dreams with him. Every time he boards a plane, he carries with him the love of millions, the unshakable support of ARMY, and the collective anticipation of the world. And maybe that is the true magic. That an ordinary day at an airport, a simple walk through the gates, becomes extraordinary because Jungkook walked through it. Because he turned silence into music, movement into performance, and mystery into connection. Whatever awaits him in America, or wherever his destination may be, we know it's another chapter in the incredible book of his life. A book that has already inspired millions, and will continue to inspire millions more. A book that teaches us about dreams, resilience, passion, and the courage to step into the unknown. And we, ARMY, are the readers of this book. Privileged. Blessed. Forever grateful to witness every page as it unfolds, no matter how mysterious, no matter how uncertain. Because we know that with Jungkook,